I looked at my calendar, 9 appointments booked, and all of them from LinkedIn. And here's the crazy part. My reach is down 68% with the new algorithm changes. So how am I booking more appointments with less reach? One activity. And it's not posting 5 times a week. It's not collecting likes and comments like they're candy. It's something most advisors completely ignore. Let me show you. I used to follow a rote formula for engaging on the LinkedIn platform. I bought the courses, I followed the gurus, I did everything they told me to do. But then I finally asked the only question that really matters. What do you want from spending time on this platform, Dominique? The answer for me was opportunities to get in front of my ideal client profile, my ICP. You see, I figured if I can get at-bats, if I can get in front of the right people, then I can close them once they see my offer. That's my skill set. I don't need 1 million followers. I just need the right conversations. I'm thinking you probably feel the same way. So that led me to the strategy I'm about to show you. I've been testing and iterating on this since June of 2024. So I'm not talking theory. These are my actual results, and I've documented all of this inside of a course called the Advisor's LinkedIn Blueprint. More about that later. If you want to see more of the results in real time, though, follow my content on LinkedIn. I post my wins and my losses there. But here's what changed everything for me. I stopped caring about absolute engagement numbers. Most advisors are optimizing for likes and comments. They're essentially asking, will you engage with my content? But that's not the question I'm asking anymore. My real ask is, will you respond to my DM and have a conversation with me? And then will you spend time with me on a quick call to understand what I'm offering? That's it. That's a totally different game. And once I got honest about that reality, everything changed for me. How I wrote my post, how I demonstrated my expertise. My social strategy finally matched my business model. And that's what most advisors are getting wrong. They're optimizing for the wrong metrics. So you might be thinking, okay, Dom, just send DMs. I get it. Not so fast, my friend. The DM is the last step in a process. If you skip the foundation, your DMs won't work. Here are the 4 steps. Have a clear offer. Have an optimized profile. Consistently show up. And then know when to ask. Okay? Now, I'm not going to walk you through all 4 in detail. That would take too long. That's another video. You can get the full breakdown in the LinkedIn Advisor's Blueprint course that I created. But I am going to hit the 2 steps that most advisors completely screw up. Having a clear offer. Now, before you post anything, before you optimize anything, you need to know, what am I actually selling and who is it for? I, for instance, have a specific message to RIA owners. I help you build a firm worth selling. That's my offer. It's specific, and it's for a specific person, and it solves a specific problem. I typically attract RI owners who have plateaued in some sense of the word and are looking to find the bottleneck in their practice. It may be their systems, their team, or even in some cases, themselves. Not having a clear offer, though, my friend, is the #1 reason that your content isn't resonating with your ICP. And if you can't articulate your offer in 1 sentence, your LinkedIn strategy won't work. Because even if people engage, they won't know what to do next. Now, the other one is step 4, knowing when to make the ask. This is where most advisors fail. They either never make the ask or they make it too soon. And if someone engages with your content, especially if they comment or share, that's your signal. That's when you initiate the DM. But here's the key. You're not pitching them. You're just starting a conversation. You're acknowledging that engagement, that their engagement, and seeing if there's a fit. For instance, you might say something like, hey, Bob, saw you engage with my post about hiring decent talent. I'm curious, are you dealing with hiring issues in your firm? That's it. No hard sell, just a genuine question. And then Bob responds or he doesn't. And here's what the gurus don't tell you. This works because of context, not content. Here's what I mean. People may like your content, but they will enter into a conversation with you because of context. Why am I spilling the tea that most gurus won't share? First, I'm not a generic LinkedIn coach. I'm a financial advisor who understands compliance. I understand the difficulty in selling financial services. I understand what it takes to gain someone's trust when it comes to money management. And finally, I want to see you win by finding that special group of people that you are called to help. Now, I actually offer a LinkedIn profile deep dive session where I will walk you through exactly what's working and not working in your profile, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Stay with me. Now, steps 2 and 3, profile optimization and showing up consistently, those are critical, but they're also the easiest to fix. And the blueprint walks through both of those in detail. But if you don't have steps 1 and 4 dialed in, none of it matters. So you might be asking now, what do I actually do with this information?
But now that you do know, what are you gonna do about it?
Well, first, define who you help and how. You need to find a special group of people with a specific set of problems. And by the way, this works for any business where you offer a product or service. For instance, Chick-fil-A sells nutritious meals to health-conscious individuals who want the convenience of fast food, but don't want to sacrifice their health. See, that's clarity. Get clear about who your ICP is, and you will have solved a problem many financial advisors haven't yet. Number 2, stop looking like every other advisor. Most advisors on LinkedIn all look the same, and I get it. This is what the industry molds us into. They try to make us carbon copies. And look, before you tell me, Dom, I can't post on LinkedIn because of my compliance department, that's an excuse, my friend. And even if it is a real obstacle, the question is, how are you gonna solve it? Because your competitors are figuring it out, and they're booking appointments while you're sitting on the sidelines. Number 3, you have to focus on relationship building activities, not just content creation. If I could only spend 1 hour during the week on the LinkedIn platform, here's what I do in that hour. I comment on others' posts, not just congratulations or great post, but I'd add to the conversation. I'd make something valuable for their audience to read. I'd respond to connection requests. I'd make sure these are people that I'd like to follow, first of all, because they are active on the platform, not just because they're trying to sell me something. I'd send connection requests to my ICP and centers of influence, COIs. Again, these are people that fit my criteria for who I help and how. And then lastly, I'd send at least 10 to 15 DMs. Not salesy stuff, just starting a conversation like we talked about before. Now notice what's not on that list: posting content. That will come if you focus your energy on building relationships first. It takes time to build relationships, my friend, and you can't automate trust. Well, Dom, I'm really busy. I know you are. Okay. If you can't commit an hour, let's say you can only spend 15 minutes a week. Do this one thing and it will work for you. Comment on the post of your ideal client profile. That's it. If you do this consistently, you will be building relationships and you'll earn the right to make an ask via DM. You don't need to be a content machine. You need to understand your ICP's problem and have built relationship enough so that when they have that problem, they come to you when they're in need. Now, I just posted a breakdown of this strategy on LinkedIn, so make sure you're following me, and you can check out that post in the description. So here's the bottom line. You can spend the next 16 months testing, iterating, and figuring out this on your own like I did, or you can get the system that I've already built. I created the Advisor LinkedIn Blueprint for exactly this. It's a DIY, do-it-yourself course built specifically for financial advisors. You'll watch me inventing in the lab, my real results, my ideation process, even how I use AI to assist in the content creation process. This isn't theory, it's a system you can follow. And if you put the time in, you will get the results. You could focus on vanity metrics like likes and followers and connections if you want to. And I know it can feel good, but if they don't result in meeting your business objectives, which are probably to get new clients, then what is it all for? Now, if you're interested in real conversations with your ICP that result in appointments on your calendar, the course is currently priced at $297, and the link is in the description. And for those that want to skip to the head of the line, if you want me to personally review your LinkedIn profile and tell you exactly what's working and what's not, this is called the LinkedIn Profile Deep Dive Session. It's 60 minutes, me and you, one-on-one. We'll go through your headline, your summary, your positioning, and I'll give you a customized action plan on how to fix your problem, whether it's getting impressions, getting engagement, or even getting responses from your DMs. And that link's in the description also. If you're not getting the traction you believe your expertise deserves, post your LinkedIn profile with the problem you're having, getting impressions, getting engagements, getting responses, in the comment section of this video or in the community tab for my channel, and I'll send you a 60-second video with my tips for you, okay? Whether you go DIY or want the personalized feedback, the point is this. LinkedIn works for advisors if you stop doing what the LinkedIn coaches tell you and start doing what actually generates appointments. And remember, operators work in the business while architects work on the business. See you next time.